crazy fourth quarter, then turning around.
And Draymond an early Chris Murray inside.
Murray was trying to expose him.
The defensive player of the month. Draymond another three. And Clingan. Murray down the lane. Clingan's got it.
Back to Clingan. He's got that speed.
And Clingan pounding him inside. Podziemski. Clingan made one. Steph cutting back door. Beautiful. Yeah. There's that good defender Kamara. Only a 3-and-D guy. Steph. To go. Shot clock at 10. Monty Kamara with the right hand up and in.
There, he's able to drive him in disruptive. Kind of sounds like Draymond, their work.
You know Matisse Thybulle and Draymond. Matisse Thybulle's been a two-time All-Kuminga checking in, and JK.
That's the next thing with Kuminga. He stripped him from the strong side, and Kuminga, if they don't think you're going to come
step through and able to score. Moody will tee up a three. Creating a turnover, and Murray dunked with Thybulle and Kamara out. Buddy Hield for three. Both in style. And Walker getting inside and flipping dubs.
As you would expect, a lot of their
pressure on him. He will launch that three. Chris Murray driving and committing intentionality to drive in the mid. Buddy Hield open three.
Out of the play in turn. Thank goodness for Memphis.
Driving it up and
2-on-1s. You never can concede it.
For Buddy Hield up. And Looney right down the lane.
GP2. Which the Warriors go ahead and take it all the way in.
Just put the kitchen
for 36 minutes. Clingan is
repair down the lane to lay it up. GP2. I mean, that's get Steph unlocked a little bit.
Struggled in non-Steph minutes against the spring.
Buddy Hield from deep.
Clingan is guarding Looney there.
On Clingan. Chris Murray.
Because your rotation was on point. Now you.
Buddy Hield could be the zone bust.
They screen the top of the zone as Warriors.
Simons is sitting, shading sharp. I mean that scolding.
I have a good heart about it. This game, he seems more aware.
EP2, so good to have him back. Over to Jabari Walker, Looney.
The Warriors since so good at it.
Quentin Post is back in.
About last game, their spacing could have been better. Blue lines of the season. One thing that they're hyper alert at this game.
We mentioned Thybulle out of the corner. Podziemski will hide. Moody's got a launch. Draymond defensive player of the month. And not the size of the
see Quentin Post back.
Blocked by Thybulle. That great defenders here. But have the 7-point lead. Doesn't leave his feet initially. And since he's been a starter, Clingan nearly knocked it away. Butler inside, and he will go to the line.
In the league. They cut more.
Jimmy Butler, we mentioned the
forced the 5 turnovers.
Big man launches right on cue. Sissoko putting it and held my breath for the.
It's been on display really all season. His kneecap.
It's a big day for the officials tomorrow, which is the highest on. Yeah, that graphic still cracks me up. The game has changed a little bit. Banton this the trailing Kamara. Steph Curry wrapped the.
It's mind over matter.
Australia, do a brief. He grew up. He's in seeding. Out Sissoko
from all the traffic, but you still. Again, this team 2 for 13 from. How do you manage? Think about Monty Kamara. He actually fouled.
Couple Frenchmen, but the Blazers still come up with it. And then Buddy
teams that just have a free swing and come up with it.
And Sissoko flip him on our first time. I mean, you can have Jaren Jackson. Kuminga mid-range, and he healed. Launching that. I think Sissoko.
Or shooter. Yes. Can shoot it consistently.
He would have been most improved, but pretty close this year than a year ago. J.K. Reese. And Banton is
to the free throw line, forcing a ton of time.
Shot clock at 7. The shot clock and Curry.
Show from this crowd.
And you can keep a foul ball, but you cannot keep Steph. He shot that from
even though he was being fronted by Kamara.
Into Clingan down low and
chucking up a bunch of threes.
Brayton Resort and Casino sponsoring his leg going. Nice defense, but no double-double. But to get past the post, what a great catch and a
contact.
Chris Murray's got a good look at a three.
8 threes, but 8 of 25 isn't.
Donovan Clingan. Shot clock and floated over Moody. Draymond 3.
Help the helper, they just couldn't rank us.
And Clingan right at the rim. And so the worst the Warriors can be. The champs attacked.
Or you're just looking to jump into getting fouled.
Clingan.
He's going to hear from Buddy Hield about that one.
Of the night.
It worked out.
Always have to know where he and Steph running the floor to lay it up and in. Player of the Year candidacy. That's the easiest bucket Steph had all. Def with that trail three. This is one where units of energy and add to the lead. And Jimmy
this season, and I asked them about exactly how they like it. Those quick release guys, time to do all that. Defenders all around, especially
/AST brand for the grand prize winning defense has been even better. Jabari Walker got all the different pieces of cornbread did. For Joe Montana, how about that? But story with his parents and
there too. But Joe Montana hasn't done that in a long time. Make sure you get your shirt tucked.
Kuminga passed up. It's the end of the clock.
And aren't going to the playoffs and trying to play spoil.
His last 20.
That's what I'm saying. And that's that.
Hey, work on this. No
minute on an NBA court for these guys. And then come back as Steph goes video.
Letty out of the corner. Win post 52nd pick. In the Hall of Fame. And points in the third quarter in an NBA game is
these NBA games. They don't stop the game. So
you mentioned the Minnesota-Milwaukee game. Get access to tickets if you don't. Warrior game Sunday at 12:30. We'll have it. Got it. Kuminga.
Dance with the fans and have a good time. Sometimes eat fruit. I should have prayed harder.
Walker. JK is grabbed. Replay and double check. That's good. And it's in 14 minutes. And I think the dunker spot, that's for sure.
Move his feet.
They're holding Portland to field. That quick release.
Acting that time.
To beat the buzzer. And reverses it.
A little off.
Pass. Flipping out, but air ball goes to the offense. So you talking about dunking's making me very.
Can you tap gas?
And Kuminga, Butler created a little contact on it, but not have to come back in the game. And now Butler was a Warrior high for Jimmy Butler. When I want to score, I will score significantly. With his regular season, took that Heat team to the finals. As in the playoffs, his move. You're going to get those wide open looks.
React to Jimmy, so it's how everybody else reacts in the game.
He will be this. Draymond, I have the packages. The kick out in the corner in the last couple drafts.
He's got the
Wembanyama's got amazing and
so you can jump up in the air. Butler just showed him exactly what he wanted to do. Right?
One guy passing lane, picked it off from Murray. Went in post, catch and shoot three. Monty Kamara flipping it up and in.
No surprise.
The other game against San Antonio,
making everything happen right now. He's got the 7 assists.
Oh man. Jamson he has had through 2 significant injuries. Butler attacking. Butler line the first 51 games.
You're 26 when it comes to your field goal
percentage. To the line and other ways of. Butler loves that short ball. Murray.
See how their zone offense is. It's about to go up, then you just find a body.
Game on Sunday at 12:30. That is, it's going to mean a lot to the Devs and a lot.
You need to get your revenge. You owe them.
Other good things. Draymond, little baby, sitting. Draymond sitting. Setting up Podziemski for 3.
Let them shoot threes.
And Buddy, he's got 14 tonight. Point blank. Bring it piling up the
not just points off the bench. Energy is
Warrior depth can pay off. Podziemski's like Warrior shop discounts and more.
Phoenix is a home court advantage. It's really important.
It will be if the Dubs win, they're the 6th play-in game. Kevin Knox,
as he's played, and James Harden is too.
He might be most improved player of the Santos tonight initially.
The defensive side and how he can impact like these defenders are
staff and Seth Cooper with the developments.
You need guys like this.
Well, for the We Believe, and I'll just bring it all back. Just the camaraderie and chemistry that
this Blazers crowd has seen a lot of
the little slip through and he would draw the foul, but it's happened given how close
the play-in tournament again this year.
Well, you don't want to do that in the backcourt on Sundays. Jabari Walker puts it up today, and the Lakers are now. It's starting to form up a little bit. And they allow only 80 on the offense of the Warrior defense.
You start, but you ride the ship as
draft. Zach Edey's also had a good year for Memphis. And Klingen right at the rim. Yeah, Denver beat Memphis tonight. And so the worst the Warriors can be 7th seed if they can win tonight. The champs.
Again, I always say it. Don't avoid the contact. Or you're just looking to jump into contact, which Moses Moody did a good job of getting fouled.
He threw it back. That's too unselfish.
He's going to hear from Buddy Hield about that one.
9 unanswered by the Dubs. Biggest lead of the night.
It worked out.
He's stealing that inbounds. Always have to know where he and Kuminga
got it back.
Steph running the floor to lay it up and in. Highlight reel tonight for his Defensive Player of the Year candidacy. Butler missed there. The outlet to Curry and That's the easiest bucket Steph had all deal. Steph with that trail three.
Wincing it all.
This is one we're using on this defensive energy and add to the lead.
They pride themselves on forcing turnovers.
Jimmy.
37% from three-point range this season, and I asked them to get the ball on the seams exactly how they like it. Those quick release guys, that's the quick release thing. It's like you don't have time to do all that. Defenders all around, especially if you're trying to contest.
Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST. And vote for your all-star teacher. 30 grand for the grand prize winning. Black playing some D, but the Warriors defense has been even better. Jabari Walker,
He's just picking up all the pieces.
He was just inhaling all the different pieces of cornbread.
Do something special.
No, the guys went nuts. They loved it. To cornbread in San Mateo for Joe Montana. How about that?
But
tremendous person.
Yeah, he's gonna.
The story with his parents, and he loved both of those quarterbacks.
He's going to be there too. But Joe Montana hasn't done that in a long time. I loved it. Make sure you get your shirt tucked.
And Curry off the curl. Kuminga passed up. Now he gets it. End of the clock.
Again, have the free swings and nothing to lose, and aren't going to the playoffs and trying to play spoil.
He'd been 14 of his last 20.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the
fans think. The coach is going to, hey, work on this. No, it's how you become a good player.
Every minute on an NBA court for these guys. So if you're going at night, you got to go home and then come back as Steph goes video.
Buddy out of the corner. You've got Quentin Post, 52nd pick. We think of Draymond Green, 35th pick. Going to the Hall of Fame. And 17 points in the third quarter in an NBA game is
to put you out of your misery. They keep playing in these NBA games. They don't stop the game so dumb hard, and you're trying to keep up.
Well, you mentioned the Minnesota-Milwaukee game /insider, so get access to tickets if you don't. Well, that Clipper Warrior game Sunday at 12:30. We'll have
Kawhi Leonard has been in kill mode.
Got him. Kuminga.
2 seats, and they just hang out and dance with the fans and have a good time. Used to sometimes eat fruit. Yikes. I should have prayed harder.
Kuminga, nice steal. It's a foot race with Walker. JK is grabbed.
Be careful with those.
But that's why they look at the replay and double check. That's good. And he does have 4 rebounds in 14 minutes, and I think they're around in there. Well, he's the best guy in the dunker spot, that's for sure.
Make sure he didn't have an open 3 and still moved his feet.
They're holding Portland with Butler. Back out to Buddy Hield. That quick release
under everything. You're just a little late reacting that time.
To beat the buzzer. Butler posted up on Minaya and reverses it. Play.
That was a little off. That is brilliance.
Soko, that skip pass. Flipping out zone number. Butler's forced the air ball, but air ball goes to the offense.
Around 6th, 7th grade.
You know, you talking about dunking's making me very when I was younger, and that was my first dunk.
Can you tap gas?
33 seconds of this third. And Kuminga. Jimmy Butler on the handle. Butler created a little contact thumb that he's got a wrap on it, but not have to come back in the game. And now Butler, 28 against San Antonio was a Warrior high for Jimmy Butler. Score, and he says this a lot. When I want to score, I will score. His playoff numbers elevate significantly with his regular season a little bit.
It's resonated.
Took that Heat team to the finals as number 3. Those are the ones in the playoffs. Is moving. Butler can drive and beat his man. You're going to get those wide open looks.
You know they're going to react to Jimmy, so it's how everybody else reacts.
Rubin's on a roll right now.
Oh yeah, he's killing the game. He will beat. No, make sure we recognize the greatness.
Draymond going to my brother.
Yeah.
I have the packages.
There we go.
The kick out in the corner. There's so many players coming out of France.
Yeah.
In the last couple drafts.
He's got the
first Mr. Wembanyama's got amazing. And
Kong. Here, I'm going to show you this ball so you can jump up in the air, drop coverage, and Jimmy Butler just showed him exactly what he wanted.
Free throws attempted and percentage.
It's crazy, right?
And one guy.
Got him.
Podziemski read that passing lane, picked it off from Murray. Again. Went in post, catch and shoot 3. Continued again tonight. Monty Kamara. Air. Shot clock at 5. Flipping it up and in.
Guys trying to finish strong on these teams. No surprise.
A little unsettling, particularly after the other game against San Antonio. Open threes.
Well, Jimmy Butler is making everything happen right now. He's got the 7 assists.
Oh, man. Jam's hard. Great run he has had through 2 significant injuries. Didn't settle for the 3 there. Butler attacking. We would hide our eyes when the Warriors would go to the line the first 51 games unless it was
Starting the season, 1 game left, and you're 26 when it comes to your field goal percentage.
And that's why getting to the line and other ways of Butler loves that short ball. Picks up the dribble there. Tomorrow off front iron.
Murray up the paint if you can, zone it up on them, see how their zone offense is. Not after the shot goes up. Anticipate it's about to go up, then you just find a body.
So, and don't forget that Clipper game on Sunday at 12:30. That is
now sluggish, not that day.
No, it's going to mean a lot to the Devs, and the Lockers have the Warriors 3-zip too.
You need to get your revenge. You owe them.
8%, but they've done so many other good things. Draymond, little baby,
This season.
So Butler sitting, Draymond sitting. He's first playing time. Setting up Podziemski for 3. Looney. Sets here.
And just make them shoot threes.
And Buddy over a 20-pointer in that game. He's got 14 tonight.
Miss and Clengen misses inside point blank.
Bring it piling up the
Find energy, not just points off the bench. Energy is.
And so you've got to be ready, and that's where the Warrior depth can pay off. But just season tickets for next year and get perks like Warrior Shop discounts and more.
There, we just saw him on the last road trip to Phoenix. Come into its own as a home court advantage. It's really
This is the Clippers, and that game likely will be if the Dubs win, they're the 6th in the 7-8 playoff game against Memphis, or play-in game. Kevin Knox
with Kawhi Leonard playing as well as he's played, and James Harden is, and Zubats too.
He might be most improved player of the year. Tried to drop it back, and Guy Santos denied initially.
He's always thinking about the defensive side and how he can impact Draymond Green, Monty Kamara. Like, these defenders are
Nicholas Kerr and that staff, and Seth Cooper with the development.
playing this game. I think it's wonderful because you need guys like this.
Well, so Chris Mullen find you. You come up for the We Believe, and they'll just bring it all back to Baron Davis jumping around, and I mean, just the camaraderie and chemistry that
over here. This Blazers crowd has seen a lot of
thing. Is Braxton King with a little slip through, and he would draw the foul, but it's anything can happen given how close.
Might have some monster teams in the play-in tournament again this year.
Deal by Trace Jackson. Oh, another throwaway. You don't want to do that in the backcourt. They could, and they can, by winning on Sundays. Jabari Walker puts it up. Houston did not play any of their main guys today, and the Lakers are now with a win on Sunday. So it's starting to form up a little bit. They do it with defense. And they allow only 80. Like the Blazers didn't play hard. They just didn't have any offense, and the Warrior defense
Got the job done after kind of a shaky start, but you righted the ship as